Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of FSEconomy with me, Herd37. So on our last flight, we were flying the Duke, the B60. We flew that over to ESSA, ESSA, Arlanda, Stockholm, Sweden. And in this flight, we're going to jump back into that plane and go from Stockholm, ESSA, over to ESGK, Falkoping, Sweden. I hope I'm saying that correctly. We've got a full plane again, 5 passengers, 1,019 pounds. Let's see, $4,510. So it pays better than the last one. There's a good bit further at 161 nautical miles away. Again, we're renting this plane for $50 an hour. Man, that is really, really cheap, which is really good for that kind of flight. Just paying $50. See, it's got 35% fuel. Uses about 40 an hour, and it's got 80 gallons, so it's got 2 hours worth of flight, and as I said, 161 miles. That's plenty of fuel. Let's check out FS Commander here at Arlanda. We'll go ahead and take off on, let's see, I believe there's one left, heading 005 in Falkoping. You can see the weather here. The closest one is that one right there. It shows it's coming from the northeast. And so we will go ahead and land on runway 4, heading 028. So we'll fly over the airport, turn around, get into the pattern, and land on runway 4. Let's see, the airport elevation is about 784 feet. So a little up there, actually. We'll be using openLC Europe, of course. I think it's region 2. And I've got also, that's from Orbx, obviously. And Arlanda is also from Orbx. So should be pretty good scenery. And I guess with that, we can go ahead and move on over to the plane. Alright everybody, here we are at the plane. This is exactly where we parked her. But I did use a different livery just because I like to show different liveries when I can. So there she be. Pretty nice looking plane. Nice livery. Let's go over here to FSEconomy. Start her up. It'll probably be way off. 2018. Did this thing not... Alright. 421 pounds. Alright. So I have no idea why it's completely not true. I'll go ahead and ignore that. Yeah, I don't understand that at all. Alright. For this plane, it's real off. But I go into Flight Planner and in the menu and everything before Flight Planner, I go ahead and I load it up exactly what it needs to be, so I find that odd. Anyhow, beacon on. Let's go ahead and turn our battery on. Props go to full forward. They are. Mixture idle controls are in idle cutoff. Battery is on. Let's go for the left engine. Fuel boost. Let's move this up a bit, and we'll take this full forward for a few seconds, and then bring it all the way back. Alright. Go ahead for the mags. Couldn't talk there for a second. There she goes. By the way, I'll open up the conning flaps all the way. Move that full forward. Fuel boost can come off. Alright, so fuel boost for the right. Bring that up. Bring that all the way up for a few seconds. And bring it back down. Come on. Alright, mags for the right. It's almost like it... There it goes. Oh man, I bet I flooded it. Alright, I actually have a thing for flooded engine. Mixture control idle cutoff. Throttle a 1/2 inch open. That's about what it is. And just try to get it to start. Let's see. Actually, it says basically the same. When the engine starts, yeah, but that doesn't help. I guess you can just do it a couple times to try and clear it. Alright, so I'm going to put this up a bit. Let's go ahead and see if I can start it. Come on, girl. Am I really gonna have this much of a problem? By the way, left generator on. Alright, I'm gonna turn this fuel boost off. And hit her a couple of times. Try and clear it. Come on, girl. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Up a bit more, because I don't know how far it needs to go actually up. I'm gonna turn that back on. I'll just try it a few more times. Try and clear it. This isn't good. This is not how I wanted to start this out. Alright. It's like it only wants to try a couple times and it doesn't turn all the way over. Which is odd to me. Yeah, I don't like this one bit. I hate to hit Control E, but I'm not sure how else I can get this thing started. Because for flooded engines, it's basically the same thing. Idle cutoff, throttle half open, go to start, and when it starts, return the magneto switch to both, retard the throttle and slowly advance to full rich. Yeah, I don't, it doesn't make any sense. Try it a couple more times. Unless it's saying... See, I almost screwed up the left one there. Maybe it's saying it didn't get enough fuel, but I doubt that because it was all the way up. So let's try her again. Alright, I'm just gonna have to Control E it, man. That's crazy. There for a second, I didn't think it was going to start either. Let me make sure this goes off. I'm not sure how much I messes with it. Alright, fuel boost off. That sucks. I couldn't get that thing started all by myself. Very odd. Alright, so the fuel boost pumps are off. I'm going to bring the throttle. There we go. Yeah, that sucks. Oil pressure looks good in both engines. Cylinder head temperature looks good. Alright, so we can come down here. We'll test the battery real quick. Taxi and landing lights. You can see the loads going on there. Turn the battery off. Actually, it actually came down. That's a little odd. I believe it should come down. Unless I don't know if the inverter has anything to do with that. There it goes. Alright, so that looks good. Taxi and landing lights can come off. I'm going to go ahead and turn my nav light on, as well as windshield heat, pitot, right and left prop heat as well. It's under 90 degrees, so we don't need to leave the fuel boost on for ground operations. Alright, so the voltages are checked. Let's go ahead and turn the master switch. Okay, that apparently... I don't know what all comes on with Control E. It's the first time I've had to do that with that plane. Transponder. Okay, hit the wrong one there. Transponder goes to standby. It's at 1200. I figured we could go up to like 12.5. I haven't gone that high with this plane, so I figure I'll go ahead and try it here. See if I can get these messages off. There we go. Those are off, but are they off down here? There we go. Alright, sweet. So let's go down here. I actually want to go ahead and deal with this pressurization before I forget. Although it is in the procedures, but I want to go ahead and check it. So 12.5, but by the way, where do you set it? Like, I guess right in the middle? Is that where we try and sit? 12.5, so that would be right there in the middle. I mean, is it to the left? Is it to the right? It doesn't really have a notch or anything, so I'll say 12.5. Increment, we'll climb at about 11, let's say 1,000 feet a minute. Alright, so there we go with that. Enunciator test. There we go, that's good. Instruments, we just reset my altimeter. Landing of the runway for takeoff is 005. There we go. Alright. So, bring back my yoke. Parking brake coming off. I'm going to have it push us back. I guess, I don't know if we should taxi down there or what. I'll taxi right over to here. And down. And yeah, they are taking off on 5 left as well, so that's good. Alright, stopping the pushback, and we'll turn our taxi light on. Alright, let's go ahead and server. I'll move that to GPS, by the way. And we'll taxi on over to the runway. That's really terrible. I couldn't get it started. I've worried about flooding it. I'm not sure if that's actually what happened or not. Because I gotta use the scroll wheel, so it takes a little while, so there's probably gonna be more fuel getting to it that I want as I'm moving it up and back. Taxi down here to the left. I'm not sure why there wasn't a taxi line that came down here. Went the other way. So that was the Scandinavian Airlines that took off. Is that a Swiss plane right there? I can't really tell. Doesn't really look like the thing on the back. That's probably Turkish Airlines? Must be. I believe that's their livery. Alright, come right over here. See, that's kind of a nice place to park when you're going to fly out and the wind is in that direction. Although we had people taking off and landing in different directions just like last time. Screeching the tires, because I forgot you got to start here or stop here. There's no other line up there like you would think there would be. I learned that last time in the video that I ended up doing away with in FSEconomy. So the parking brake is on. Alright, boost pumps coming on. Need to be 1,015, so we're good there. Shit. That's not what I wanted to do. Please, come on. I knew that was going to happen one time. I got to right click that one, I'll left click that one. Jiminy Christmas. Things aren't starting out the greatest for this one, huh? Alright, now we'll put them back in on. This is getting kind of weird. Instruments checked, flaps set, prop sync right here is off. Throttle up to 2,000 RPM. She is touchy. Come on, it's so touchy. It's crazy. Because it's not touchy for a while, and then once you get it up to a certain point, it gets really touchy. Check out the mags. That's a pass. Left engine. Left good. Right looks good as well. Alright, pressurization is set. Throttle down here to 1,500 RPM. feather check. There we go. No more than 500, and that's good. Gyro pressure looks good. Throttles go back to idle. So it looks like we are good to take off. Let's just make sure there's no one coming. Parking brake coming off. Let's go ahead and move up. Let's see if there's anyone behind us even. Are we impeding people? No. I can hear a plane somewhere around us. I guess there isn't too much activity right now, which is kind of surprising. It's a major airport. I need to use Arlanda for an FSX flight. I'm wanting to say that I've used this for a landing video. I'm not totally sure though. I always get this in Amsterdam mixed up for some reason. Alright, I'm just going to make one last check that there's no one coming. Alright, it looks good. Strobe's coming on. Transponder coming on. Alright, let's go ahead and get the heck on out of here. One last check down here. Everything is full forward. Like we want it. Alright. Let's go ahead and power on up. Airspeed's alive. Let's go ahead and rotate. Tapping the brakes. Positive rate gear coming up. Gear come up quick in this plane. It's about 120 knots. Flaps retracting. Yaw damper on. Climbing around 1,000 feet in a minute here in just a second. We actually climb a little quicker at first. Remember, we set the pressurization for 1,000 feet a minute. So we obviously want the pressurization to keep up with it. About 1,500 feet a minute right now. Ah, stupid click. There's 1,500 feet a minute. Prop sync coming on. I'm going to go ahead and flip off the fuel boost. Let's go ahead and turn to the left. There I go, pulling back just a little bit on the yoke. Not meaning to. And let's bring the power down. About 35.5. There we go. Now I let go of the throttle after I bring it back, and then the needle jumps right up as soon as I let go. Put this to about 91. Should get it right around 2750, 2735. That should be around 35.5. 36 is alright. Dip the nose down there as I was checking everything. Alright, now let's kick this down to about 1,000. Yeah, I don't know, that airport doesn't look very good from far away. I don't know why it's kind of a weird how it looks. We noticed that yesterday, or in the last episode, how it just kind of looks kind of bad from far away. I'm trying to keep the nose still. We'll go ahead and move this heading straight ahead. Autopilot coming on. Flight director, follow the heading. Arm it for 12.5. We're climbing at 1,000 feet a minute. Already coming up on 4,700 feet. Everything looks like it's set pretty good. 2740, 36. That's very close to what we wanted, so we'll leave that on. We can go ahead and turn the taxi light off. Cylinder head pressure is pretty low. 148 max was about 225. I'm going to go ahead and close the cowling flaps. Everything looks really good. Let's go ahead and set this up. Default GPS, 157 miles is actually going to take a little less than an hour. We seem to be cruising pretty good. I'm actually going to increase this to 1,200 feet a minute. Could probably even go to 13, honestly. I'm going to go ahead and put it at 13. 1,300 feet a minute. Get us up there a little quicker. Let's check this pressurization down here. I think I can get to it. Move this one. You can see cabin climb. It says cabin pressurization climb rate. Or is that just telling you that the difference is 0? I'm not sure what this gauge is. Cabin altitude. I need to check this out. So I've got, I believe, set for about 12.5, so that should be pretty good if the pressurization is 0. Climb rate 0. What the hell? Maybe it's already up to 1,300 feet? I don't know. It's just very odd to me. Cabin altitude 1,751 feet. Differential pressure 2.4. Climbing. Daggone it. Yeah, I'm kind of bewildered. So, it's not climbing anymore. If now I can get an actual read on it. And the pressure differential keeps climbing. See, cabin altitude 1,751 feet, which I guess is that around what we've set? I'm just totally confused by that. So I don't know what to do on that. Up 8,400 feet. We need to be leaning this out, by the way. You can hear the engine's gaining a little bit more power. Up to about 70. I'm going to go ahead and knock this back to 1,100 feet a minute. I don't know if I should move this or not. It doesn't seem to have too much of an effect. Once we get over towards that line, I'll go ahead and switch it over to nav. Let's take a look at Sweden real quick. That looks like a big town. I guess it wouldn't be Stockholm. The airport's a little too far away. Looks very good with those textures. Good old Sweden. We when I worked at my last job, almost all the work. That looks like a huge area. this area. We actually worked with a bunch of Swedes. Actually, we didn't work. We watched them work. They were foreign nationals, obviously, not American citizens, so we had to watch them all day. Go ahead and switch that to navigation. We're at over 10,000 feet, so we can actually knock off the landing lights. And let's bring this back to, I was going to say 50. You can hear those engines gaining power. Desired track about 232. The landing heading is 028. Very nice. You see that the increasing with the increased power. We didn't really have to decrease our climb rate. We just needed to lean them out a little bit better. Got about 800 feet to go. All right, now let me reset my altimeter. I'm gonna go ahead and set up ATC over here. $400 feet to go. And we'll set power for cruise. We're gonna go ahead and lean this out a little bit more. I'm gonna set her to 40. See the EGT temperature rising. Cylinder head temperature 7 away, so we're all right there. And here in a second we'll bring back the power, like I said. We should be better then. Got some wind, as you can see. Alright, I'm gonna knock her back here to about 66%. Now I was messing with my prop RPM in the last flight, checking what it did to our speed. I might try that again in this flight. See that the temperature came back. It's 206 now. So just about 41 miles. We're not far away at all. Let's see the pressurization here. See cabin altitude 1,751 feet. Cabin altitude 1,800 feet. So no real difference there. I don't... Here's my problem. So do I need to set it the cabin altitude? I don't understand. I don't... It's 1,800, so that would be right there in the middle. Now, so what would I set it to? We're up at 12.5. Is it plus 1,000 feet or 100 feet or something like that? I don't quite understand that. So I'm a little... Don't really want to mess with it at this point. Alright, only about 41 minutes. We're 134 miles out. I'm going to go ahead and speed on up. Be back in just a bit. Alright everybody, slowing it down to normal speed, about 14 miles out. We're leveling off at about 4,200 feet. I'm going to go ahead and put that on the mixture. Full rich. Alright, the altimeter is, let me reset it just in case. There we go. Cowl flaps are closed. Pressurization has already been set. Should already be leveled out there. I'm going to go ahead and turn this defroster off. About 12 out. Let me go ahead and we're going to tell them, I believe it was 4, I believe that we're landing on. Yes, runway 4. Haven't talked to him yet, but I got ready. That's our position. I'm going to go ahead and turn prop sync off. So we're at 4,200 feet because the airport elevation is 784 or 754. You want to be 1,000 above that, but we're going over the airport, so I'm going to put us about 2,500 feet above that. And then we'll circle back around to about a heading 45 degrees into the traffic pattern, be 163. Then parallel with the runway in the downwind at 208. And then our turn base leg be 118, and then another 90 to 028 for runway 4. At least that's the way it should work. 22, what is that, 229 or 225? 229. Alright, just 7 miles ahead. We should be able to see it a little bit, you would think. Now, I know it wants the props at 2750. We'll put them back to about 91. 2746 there. I'm looking, we should be able to see it just 6 miles out. We're still up at 4,200 feet. I wonder if we just missed it, being able to see it. I'll go ahead and turn the fuel boost on. Really, we're actually set up for a landing now. Yeah, 4 miles out, so we won't be able to see it. It's got to be way too close. Tell everyone where we are, because we're about to fly over the airport. We would be near the traffic pattern. Just reset my altimeter again. By the way, what is our percent power here? Still at 66. About to fly right over it. Switch that over to heading so it doesn't start turning us or anything. Alright, so let's go ahead and fly out and over. We'll keep this altitude. There she be. Man, she's right on the edge of a pretty dense area. Really. Well, maybe not be huge, but it is pretty dense right there. And we'll circle back around, like I said, 163. I wish it would still give you the distance there. That'd be nice. But once it gets there, it clicks it off. Keep on turning. By the way, we do have passengers. Could have been nice. And put that out for them. Just in case they weren't smart enough to pull it out themselves. I guess the airport would be right over there. But it did look like it was right on the edge of town. Alright, let's turn around. 163. Let's see how well that does. I'm gonna pull back on the power a little bit so we can slow down. Everyone knows where we are. We can go down now to about 17 or 1800. Put it at 1700. It might actually come in quite nice. I have to look. There she is. Ah, we're gonna be too far to the right. Pull back on the power. Gears coming down. There's no telling exactly how far we are now. The one problem I have. I'm gonna go ahead to 208. We're probably gonna start to turn a little too soon though. We've gotten a little bit closer. Notch of flaps coming out. 208. Keep an eye on that. Go ahead and, gotta click it here. We still have a ways to get down. Daggone. 207. Go one more notch. 208. And we should have started our descent a little bit quicker. As soon as we crossed over, really, we should have started descending. Because we're about 1,000 more than I want to be right now. Although as far as we're going out, it shouldn't be much of a problem, really. Can't get it right on 208. 207. 208, 209. Alright. Base would be 118. I hate how it skips around sometimes.
Echo, Sierra Golf, Kilo, traffic, Beach, November, 820, Lake Hotel, is on base, runway 4.
Alright. Increase the power as we're about to level out. And then 028. Reset my views. Yaw damper, every autopilot coming off. Getting off the power. We're on final. This thing is pitched so far up. Full flaps. Getting off the power. I'm going to have to trim it down. There we go. A lot better. Alright, we're sending a slightly quick, so a little more power. A little more trimmed down for the speed. Come on down, good girl. Well, we are, seems like a pretty steep descent, I gotta say. Fly her down to the ground. Not too bad. I flew an air hauler 2 earlier. Again, and man, it was a tough landing. It said it was okay in air hauler 2, but actually felt quite rough. Not using any brakes. Give those brakes a rest. I thought the buildings were at the other end, but it kind of looks like there's some buildings here on our left. Which would be good not to use any brakes. We kind of got them pretty good there on takeoff. I was coming up to that line. Touched my mic there. I've got a little gnat in my room and he is bugging the hell out of me. Retracting the flaps. That's pretty cool. I didn't have to touch the brakes once so far. Like I said, it'll be nice giving them a little break there. Alright, we're clear of the runway and tell everybody about it. Still haven't used the brakes. She came to a stop on her own. Stop that recording. Fuel pumps, you can come off. I'm going to go ahead and open these cowl flaps. Let's see, transponder, you come off. Landing lights, you come off. Strobes, you come off. Looks like everything else can stay how it is. And let's go park this sucker. High RPM. I keep confusing the mixture and the propeller. All in all, not too bad. Still need a little work on the getting the pattern, especially from different altitudes and everything. I'm gonna try and finish this off without having to use the brakes. It'll be pretty cool. Let's pull straight ahead. Yeah, the pattern work needs tightened up, but you know I'm new to it, so I can't hurt myself too much on that. And coming in from different altitudes and everything, and having to cross over airports and everything just adds a little something to it. No brakes whatsoever. That's kind of cool. I don't know why, but it does seem cool. Alright, taxi light, you can come off. Nav lights off. Parking brake. We'll let FSEconomy grab it. Cool, and it didn't black screen me either. What does it say on the... I wonder what percentage that is. We start off with about 35%. Maybe that just... Maybe it... FSEconomy can't load it correctly? Is that talking gallons, I wonder? Yeah, it must be gallons, not I was thinking a percent. Because that's got 115. Yeah, gallons of fuel. Alright, so it's not percent. Because I saw the 100, I was like, wait. So we must be loaded pretty quickly. Alright, so... Parking brake is set. Battery condition. I don't know if it wants us to check it again or what. But it still looks pretty good to me. Alright, so... Cabin temp, I don't worry about too much electrical equipment. Turn that off. Avionics master switch off as well. Throttle is at about 1,000 RPM. Fuel boost pumps are off. Mixtures. Auto cutoff. Magneto start switches. I'm going to turn this inverter off. Switches off. Generator switches off. Battery off. Yet there's still that electronic sound. If I leave and come back, does it go away? No, it doesn't. And I don't know why. Alright, let's go over to FSEconomy and get ourselves paid. Alright, everybody, so the income was $4,510. We rented the plane for an hour and 16 minutes at $50 an hour, bringing in 64, or costing 64.03, I should say. I don't know why they're only charging $50 an hour for the Duke. It's so cheap. The fuel, $205.06 were our expenses for fuel. $451 was the ground crew fee. Those combined to $656.06. Distance bonus lost $80.60 on that. Earnings for the flight, $3,709.31. $734.31 to YT Flyers and $229.75 to me. It all goes to the group in the end. Let me see one thing though. $37.09. $37.09 times 0.66 is $24.47. So I couldn't be talking about 66% of that. $45.10 times 0.66, $29.76. So 66% going to the pilot. That's and 33 going there is from the income. So that's the income before all the expenses. So that's why I talked in the last episode why we would have lost so much money on that flight. So I kind of think we need to bring that up a little bit. Because I think we did get totally dinged on the last one. Let's see, I don't know how, I don't want to bring it down too much. So let's say it's you get 60 and the group gets 40. I don't know. Not in the group. Yeah, so we must have lost, because that sucks. That should be after all the expenses, the person gets 66%, in my opinion. Because you're taking that off the top, and then the group has to pay all those expenses. Yeah, Duggar got paid a lot, but we ended up losing money, which wouldn't be mad at him. It seems like it should be all after it. I don't know. 29.75. YT Flyers. I set this to 10,000 before I flew, and now it is apparently, what the hell? Set cash to 10,000. Yeah, that's weird. I set that to 10,000 unless someone else is flying right now. It shouldn't have cost that much. So let's check this out real quick. 87,440 plus 52,973 plus the 20,000 there. 160,000. Kind of seems like we're stuck in the mud. I thought we were at 160,000 a flight or two ago. I don't know. I have to look at that. That's kind of weird. Anyhow, that's going to be it for this episode, everybody. I hope y'all did enjoy it. I'll catch you guys on the next flight.